Hello, welcome back. I am Tonya from Tonya's Witchy Kitchen, and how are you doing today? I have a lot of noise in the background, and I'm very sorry. I got the furnace running, the fan in the bathroom is on, and I have a new distiller in my house. I'm so excited for. Yeah, my husband's not as excited as I am. No. And I am wearing a sweater today because we had huge, gorgeous weather, right? And then we had this huge frost roll in, and everything is cold and frosty. It's gorgeous, but frosty. My poor pine trees. They've been just taking a butt kicking the last few years between the frost. And I remember we were talking like inch frost. I got to town and I was like, they have nothing in town. I mean, they have frost, but they don't have like the thick frost, right? Yeah, so it's such a yo-yo weather. I hate it. I really hate it. And I think we're up to 10 goats now, if the mother just had one and she didn't have twins. So, what the heck? It's crazy around here. It's just absolutely crazy. Yeah, and we have a baby calf on the ground. So my son was super excited about that. And it's a bull calf, so of course he's like, yes. You know, he wants another bucking bull. But yeah. Yeah, so how are you? How are you doing? Tell me. Oh, but anyway, today we are doing another random soap. Yep, throwing in another random soap. Be kind, be forgiving, be you, and let's go check out this watermelon soap. And to our soap, and as random sass soaps go, I already threw the lye water in. And the fragrance oil for this is from Aztec Candle Company. It is just their watermelon. And I have to say, this one's pretty doable. Like even my grandson was like, that's watermelon. Yeah, Grandma, that's watermelon. Now they have a watermelon punch. I'm not too keen on that one at all. It's I don't know. It's not even sugary like Jolly Rancher style watermelon, if you know what I mean, right? So, but I do like this one. As far as colors go, we are using Voodoo, a blend of Voodoo and Trial by Fire. I like this because it makes a nice pinky watermelon color. And then my green is just Kelly Green from Brambleberry that they do not sell anymore. I'm sorry. But any green, I'm just trying to use it up. It is one of my favorite greens, so I'm trying to find a green to replace it. But I'm just trying to also use it up. So those are the two colors. That is the fragrance oil. And then also to this, there is going to be, watermelon. It depends on, who's doing it and what's doing it. But being this was a slab mold, I didn't want to mess with putting little columns in it to make the seeds. You know what I'm saying? Now, I love seedless watermelon, but I also know that the seed watermelon is probably better for you than the seedless watermelon, right? Because we all know that, the seedless is GMO, and there is nothing like being a kid eating on a hot summer day, eating watermelon and spitting the seeds off the deck. Like, unless you're me, because my cousin and my brother, they were like professional spitters and they could spit it 15 feet. And then there's me who could, like a foot. I'm a pathetic spitter, I guess. But, yes. So I didn't want to do any of that hard stuff. So I decided to use poppy seeds in for the seeds, to give it a watermelon look. So in they go. I think I used a tablespoon. Nope, I used 1 teaspoon. I decided on a teaspoon. And it, after looking at it, I was like, yeah, that looks like plenty, because you don't want too many poppy seeds. Some people complain they don't like the exfoliation of poppy seeds, that it's too hard. And all I can think is, boy, use a salt bar when you have the pink Himalayan salt and you get one of those that's you know, just a little itchy, scratchy. Those are worse. So honestly, I would do the pour differently than I did. I was not thinking rationally of what my bars were going to look like. I had it planned in my head, and yeah, and then I ran out of space. But this is what I did. So I put it around the edge and just filled up the center with the pink. Okay, so all sides have it. What I would do next time is I would just do one, like the two parallel sides green, and leave the rest of it pink. That's what I would do, because it just, you'll see, because the bars, they're not quite right. You know, if you know what I mean, they're not quite right. Yeah, you see me cut the last one with my wire cutter, with my actual soap cutter. Yeah, that was, so the videos are out of order, but that's okay. So this one was cut, you know, trying to use a straight edge and all those things. It works so much easier on my wire cutter. I couldn't believe, like, I never thought of just popping it on there and, you know, maneuvering it and dragging it down. But that definitely looks like a watermelon. They're very cute. So you see some of them have the like the corner, and maybe what I should have done was rounded that corner. That would have been a thing too to do. But it's the hindsight's 2020, and I really don't care, because I think these are cute, and they actually smell really, really good. Like, I was impressed. And it's stayed. You know what I mean? Like, it's stuck in cold processed soap. I've been so disappointed with some of these companies. They come out with all these new fragrances, and they're not tested with soap and all this stuff. And then you take the chance and you make a cold processed soap with it, and it doesn't stick. It is like the most disappointing thing to be like, it's not sticking in my soap. And I do give it a full chance, because there are some that they like get lost in the saponification process and the curing process. But once they're cured, it's like then you can smell it more as the water leaves the soap, you know. So that's my philosophy on all that. And I know I'm making you go through the cut of all of these, and sometimes I'm really good about filming it, and sometimes I'm not. And I couldn't believe I ran out of storage space, but the problem with that was because I had, like, I don't know, 6 or 7 videos plus footage plus everything, and, you know, this, that, and everything else. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, doesn't normally happen. Usually I forget to hit the button, you know, but as you can see, they are cute. You know, they're very, very cute. Turned out really nice. And like I said, they smell really good. And of course, here they are when they are totally cured. I hope you had a good time. Thank you for dropping by, and I will see you next time. God bless.